Hello everyone. Today I've got a really exciting topic for you, cognac. But not just any cognac. We're going to explore how cognac has become a hot topic in the recent U.S. EU trade war, and why it is such an important liquor. So grab a glass of wine, sit back, and let's dive in. Recently, tensions between the U.S. and the EU have been escalating due to retaliatory tariffs. Among the French alcoholic beverages, cognac has become a major target of U.S. tariffs, significantly impacting European liquor companies. French Prime Minister François Bayrou recently stated that the European Union may have made a mistake in imposing tariffs on American whiskey. His remarks come amid tensions, as the U.S. has threatened to impose 200% tariffs on European wine and other alcoholic beverages in response to the EU's actions. Bayrou expressed concerns that this trade dispute could negatively impact the French cognac industry, and emphasized the importance of resolving the issue through negotiations with the United States and China. That's a serious bummer for cognac lovers. So, what makes cognac such a big deal in global trade disputes? Let's find out. Cognac is more than just a drink. It has been linked to major historical events. And one of the most interesting stories? Napoleon and cognac. Legend has it that Napoleon Bonaparte, I was a huge fan of cognac. Before returning to France from Elba Island in 1815, he reportedly ordered a case of cognac. This later led to the creation of the Napoleon Cognac classification. Even today, the Napoleon grade of cognac refers to cognac aged for at least 6 years. And during the Prohibition era in the U.S. 1920s, cognac was a top choice for bootleggers. Gangsters like Al Capone were said to have secretly distributed it. Talk about exclusive underground liquor. So, as you can see, cognac isn't just any brandy. It has traveled through history, tied to fascinating figures and events. Cognac is a premium brandy produced in the Cognac region in western France. Its origins date back to the 16th century, when wines from this region were distilled by Dutch traders. So, why was so much wine produced in the Charente region of France in the 16th century? The main reasons include climate, geography, and trade routes. 1. Climate and soil conditions. The Charente region has a mild maritime climate, making it perfect for growing grapes. The winters are not too cold, and summers are not too hot, allowing grapes to maintain balanced acidity. The fertile limestone and clay soil helps vines grow deep roots, absorbing minerals and creating rich flavors. 2. Strategic location and major European trade routes. In the 16th century, France was one of Europe's top wine producers. The Charente region, being near the Atlantic Ocean, had strong trade ties with the Netherlands, England, and Scandinavian countries. The Charente River was a natural trade route, making wine transport easy and efficient. Dutch merchants bought large quantities of wine and distributed it across Europe, leading to a significant increase in wine production. 3. Relationship with Dutch traders. The Netherlands was a major maritime trading power in the 16th and 17th centuries, importing large amounts of French wine. However, wine spoiled easily during transport, leading to the adoption of distillation techniques. Dutch merchants distilled wine from the Charente region, creating higher proof brandy, which eventually led to cognac. All these factors contributed to the rise of large-scale wine production in Charente, paving the way for the cognac industry to develop. At first, wine was single distilled to prevent spoilage, but French producers later refined this into the double distillation method, resulting in purer and richer cognac. By the 18th and 19th centuries, cognac had become highly popular among European royalty and aristocrats, leading to the rise of famous brands such as Hennessy, Rémy Martin, and Martell. Cognac isn't just any brandy. It has strict regulations to be officially labeled as cognac. It must be produced in the Cognac region of France, AOC, Appellation d'Origine Contrôlée. It must be made primarily from Ugni Blanc grapes. It must be distilled twice using the double distillation method. It must be aged in oak barrels for at least 2 years. Aging levels are classified as follows. VS Very Special, at least 2 years. VSOP Very Superior Old Pale, at least 4 years. XO Extra Old, at least 10 years. The cognac industry is not just about liquor. It is a global business empire built on centuries of tradition. Some of the biggest publicly listed cognac-related companies include LVMH, Louis Vuitton Moët Hennessy. You've probably heard of LVMH. It's the powerhouse behind Hennessy, the most famous cognac brand in the world. But that's not all. They dominate the luxury liquor and fashion markets. So whether it's high-end spirits or designer bags, they've got it all covered. Pernod Ricard. These guys own Rémy Martin, one of the most iconic cognac brands out there. But they don't stop at cognac. They have a huge portfolio of wines and spirits, making them a big player in the global liquor scene. These companies play a huge role in the luxury liquor market, but their stock values can be highly volatile due to trade disputes and economic fluctuations. So far, we've explored the cognac industry and its major players. However, the liquor industry can be highly volatile, influenced by global economic trends, consumer preferences, and regulations. Factors such as trade tariffs, economic downturns, and shifting consumer trends can dramatically impact stock prices. So if you're considering investing, always do your research and manage your risks wisely. Today, we covered how cognac became a major issue in the U.S. EU trade war, explored its history and characteristics, and took a look at key cognac-related companies. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.